Welcome back to TL's Hobby Center. Today, we're going to try doing pretty much a custom collectible. Is going to be like a new series we're going to start doing. And this is going to be pretty much getting some pretty cool looking figures. And we're going to be customizing them. Custom painting, maybe doing some LEDs and stuff like that. Make it kind of just like pop. So it'd be a good display piece or a good figure for somebody to play with. It's up to you. You do as you wish with yours. I'm doing mine as a statue. So this is what I'm going to do. But as you can see, this figure has pretty decent looking details, so that's why I kind of bought it. I bought it on a will. I just seen it. I was like, this would be pretty cool. So, apparently this is a set of figures where you can get somebody else called Molecule Man, Boron, Von Strucker, Elena Belova, Marvel's Wonder Man, Marvel's Orb, and Ultimate Captain America. I don't know who any of these are. These are more the comic book style series. So, but all in all, it's a pretty cool box. They're roughly about 20 to 25 bucks depending on where you get it. But let's stop talking. Let's get this thing gun out of the packaging and see what we got. So let's go. Okay, got the figure out, and all in all, the detail on this thing's actually pretty nice. The paint's kind of bland. I mean, it's just kind of like a plain metallic-ish looking red and a plain gold, which is fine. It's a good base color to start with. I'm going to leave it this red, but we're going to do some weathering, do some I forget what it's called. It's like metal brushing where you dry off the brush with a little bit of silver and you go up all the edges, give it like a nice worn look. We're going to be doing some of that, and I'm still debating on this if I'm going to kind of cut out the arc reactor, put a small little plate in, like a little clear lens, and I might put an LED behind there and run it through his body somehow. Not sure yet how I'm going to do it, or if I'm going to do it, because the eyes are also another thing I might try to do, might not sure yet. Then same with the feet. I'll put in a little LED in the bottom, because I might try to have him look like he's going to be flying, so kind of like a we'll see, almost something like this, or if he's like supposed to be coming back up, getting ready to shoot his blaster at somebody. Oh, something similar to that. We'll see. Not sure what we're gonna do yet, but he's gonna be flying up like that. We'll see what we do. Not sure yet, but we'll figure out a pose to put him in. But that's what we're gonna do. And honestly, this thing's actually kind of articulate. Not gonna lie. This thing's very stiff joints, so be careful on bending them. You don't want to break them. But I mean, his head's got a lot of positioning to do, like more than most toys I've had growing up. But another thing that a lot of people will do is adjust the holding for the chest to slide, so you get more articulation and have it bend down further. These little pads on the hips come off like that, so it makes it easy. But yeah, I mean, that's what we're gonna do, and then eventually, once I get another figure customized, you'll have like a little diorama. But this thing also comes with, starts with paper. It comes with an extra set of hands, a fist, so you got two fists, or you can have two repulsors. And then what you also get is you can have the blasters like he's coming out of his hand, or you have them posed, and it can also be coming out of his feet, like that. So you can kind of do whatever you really feel like. This is a open-minded kind of build. You guys can do your own if you do anything similar. So you can have boosters like that, or you're just coming out of the hands. So all in all, it's a pretty nice figure. We're gonna have some fun with this one. Just gonna have fun. Nothing's gonna be perfect on this, which is a good thing, because he's supposed to look like he's beat up, destroyed, been through a fight, a war, whatever you want to do. So that's what we're going to be going for, is making him look like he's been through hell and back is what we're going to do for this. So for enough of that, let's go and start getting this thing torn apart. So let's go. So we got everything completely apart. What we're going to do now is we're going to get everything pretty much sealed up, so that way we can get a little bit of exterior dressing on, and it won't affect anything that's already on the figure itself. So, show me tearing apart. you might want to use a little bit of hot water. It'll help get these sockets to loosen up a little bit, to just kind of pull apart easier. I do that for the torso. That was the hardest part of it, but at least for this, well, it wasn't too bad. I might try to do something different, make it like a brighter bluish white. Not sure what I'm going to do yet. This, on the other hand, this is where you can get more articulation by kind of dremeling out just around this little bit here for the front, and then you can do a little bit more on the back too if you wanted to, but I'm not. I'm going to do it all mostly in the front. And then feet, not exactly sure how these come out, but I'm not going to try to pop the feet out because I don't want to break nothing. So we got that all completely apart, so all we got to do now is pretty much go ahead and seal everything up, and we'll start on getting this thing custom painted. So let's go and do that. Okay, so we got everything pretty much, clear coated and sealed up. There's a few different ways people can do this. For main outlining, like on the body here, to get all these lines to pop, I'm going to try a mix of this color wash tint that I've never used, and I've seen some people, like possibly Chris, I've seen him use shoe polish all the time. So yeah, I know this stuff will work pretty good. I was curious to try this because I found out at the hobby store it's only $3. I mean, I ain't losing too much on it, so we're gonna try it, see what happens. If it works, it works. If not, then it is what it is. So we're gonna keep moving forward, see what we get. So I'm gonna do possibly either, I believe this is acrylic, or I'm gonna do a lacquer style silver for dry brushing with a brush, and it'll brush on details, which I think I did a hand somewhere. So what you do is you'll dry brush, literally you brush the brush onto the natural surface that you're trying to put a little bit of coloring on, and what you're going to do is you're going to try brushing edges. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect, because even if you go on flat surfaces, it just looks like a battle scar. Like you'll brush it across and it'll leave a scar, which I'll show you how it's going to look eventually. But for now, we're going to, and then eventually, in some certain crevices, like parts of the knees, feet, like just in joints. Heavily on the feet though, I'm going to put like this brown and a mix of probably actual dirt. I'll mix it together. It'll dry and look pretty like mud-like, which is what I'm going for, to make him look like he's been, rooting around in the mud. So that's one of the main goals we're going to try to do with this for him. So let's just go ahead and get the wash on and see what we get out of this. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, next step is we have our acrylic paint brown. We've got two different colors. We're going to mix them together a little bit. I got some, typical driveway dirt you can find anywhere. And I got some green felting that people use for like model exteriors, like grass and mountains and stuff like that. So we're going to mix a little bit of that in with the dirt. That way he has some green, so it looks like he has grass on him all over the place. But we're going to put it on sporadically. It's not going to be, cover the whole thing, like mostly feet, a little bit in the knees, maybe a little bit on his back, elbows, hands, stuff like that. It's stuff you would normally expect him to touch. And then after that, we'll let it dry. And then that's really mostly about it. We'll pose him the way we want him. Then we'll get another figure, have it look like he's battling him, which might be Captain America. I'm not going to, give any spoilers yet. But, yeah. So let's go and get this thing mudded up and see what we get. So let's go in time lapse. So for some spots, I'm going to add a little bit of super glue around the edging, and just on a few spots of them, and that should be allowing the grass, the greens, to stick a little bit better and have a little bit more filled look. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to add little bits of super glue all around his feet, some spots, some in his knees, but we'll do that one spot at a time. That there. Some of this down here. Just to help it build itself up best we can. The other side. More glue. Well, there we go. We got ourselves a highly weathered Ironman now. I am very happy with how this turned out. As you guys can see, I got little bits of green everywhere to look like he has grass stuck on him, like how most things that are heavily dug in the grass usually has some grass and mud on it. So we got a mix of everything. Some metal wear and tear, some mud splattered all over the place on him. I think it turned out pretty cool. So I'm really happy with how this thing turned out. I hope you guys are pretty happy with how it turned out also. I hope I inspire some of you guys to do some of these yourself. It's pretty fun. You can do them pretty quickly. It just depends on how much you want to do, how in depth you want to get. But this one was a fun, you know, just quick metal brushing because it's all metal. So you don't have to worry about no skin tones or nothing. And just a lot of metal wear and like dirt kind of build up. So that's it for this one. We're gonna try to get a Captain America here so we can have these two fighting like a Civil War moment. So we're gonna try doing some of that once I get another figure in. But for now, he's gonna go on the shelf and look as good as he's gonna get on all of his glory. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this custom. If you guys like more like these two, leave it in the comment. Let me know what you guys want to do next, and yeah, we'll try to do what you can. So, thanks for watching. Keep on building.